Okay, so we are on a new trail. I don't know how many people we'll meet, but Cooper's a very friendly dog, so we're trying to stay on the trails less traveled. Tomorrow morning, we are going on a trail that's in a little town about 30 miles, I guess, east of here. And it's a beautiful trail. And it follows a little river. And then we're going to another one that follows, or that takes us into a nice waterfall that has a pool at the bottom of it, and it's all rocked in, so that'll be nice to see, and I'm sure Cooper will enjoy that. And as you can see, Cooper has, oh no, he's right there. It's grown up quite a bit here. So I was thinking about starting up a channel that I mentioned before about chronic pain and how it's developed in the medical community over the past quarter century plus. And I know because I've lived it, and I still live it. And how it is given people that suffer with it not a lot of options. Like, I'm sure you've heard of the MAID program that Canada has come out with, where they will gladly prescribe you end of life treatment, if you know what I mean, assisted, you know the word. They'll give you that, no problem, but they won't give you pain medication. Now, this is coming from somebody that has had it for 30 plus years. Yes, 30 plus years. I have gone through the whole OxyContin scandal, which really was a nightmare. But besides that, 4 or 5 years of my life, I have dealt with my condition very well while medicated. I've worked construction all my life. I have played music all over Canada and other places in the world. And I have always worked out, an avid hiker, and I've lived a very productive lifestyle. And that was due to using the medications that I was given properly. And having a doctor that understands. Because I've had a doctor for over 20 years that actually suffers from chronic pain. But nowadays, those medications are totally looked down upon. And you are demonized if you use them. And a lot of trouble people are having now is they've been on these medications, living a productive lifestyle for 20 or 30 years, and their doctors are retiring, and the new doctors that are coming in, they just don't touch that stuff. Like, oh, we'll give you this and nerve blockers and drugs to shut down your brain and medical marijuana and all that stuff, but they will not give you the medication that you've been taking for years that allowed you to live a normal lifestyle and be a very productive member of society. And a lot of these people, they have no other choice. And a lot of people are taking that MAID program, that MAID thing, because to them, their life is over. They know that these new medications that are out don't work. And plus, your body has been physically and mentally dependent on the medications that you've been taking for 20 or 30 years that have worked for you. So not only do you have to go through the physical dependency, but also the mental dependency. So you're dealing with not being able to do the things that you've done all your life, plus you're going into a major depression because of that. So it's a very touchy subject, and I think it's wrong that if you've been on a medication for all these years and they have worked so well for you, and then all of a sudden they're taken away from you after 20 or 30 years. Like, I think that's almost criminal. And then they offer to, end your existence as a substitute. Like, what the F is going on in the world? So this is just one of my ranting videos, but I'm really thinking hard about doing a channel on this subject, and trying to be some kind of an advocate, or at least be able to, at least I can relate to people in this situation, because I'm in that situation. And I can tell you right now, without the medications that I've been taking for 30 years, I wouldn't be able to make these videos. I just wouldn't be able to do it. I would be laying on a couch in agony, probably gain 100 pounds and have no motivation to do anything. And because I'm prone to depression, I would, how am I going to get over this? I would probably be in I'm climbing over a tree here. I would be in a major depression. So, what kind of life is that? So anyway, I'm trying to focus on Cooper here, but it's a hard trail. Going way down over here. So anyway, I don't know if anybody sees this that understands what I'm talking about. Send me a message and let me know what you think. There needs to be, information put out there, because it's a cruel, cruel thing that's going on. Well, Cooper, I have no idea where we are. But we shall follow and see where we come out. There's our drop off. Way down in there. And then we've got another drop off in there. So we're just following a trail. It's really nice in here, but not a good trail to be going when it's getting close to dark. So anyway, that was my rant. I think it's a very serious topic, because they are using that program basically to knock off people that are depressed. Like, it's just crazy. Like, look at that. Look at this. Isn't that nice? That's a brook running through there. Anyway, back to the trail. But yeah, they're using that program just to, have an excuse to knock off people that can be treated with medication. Now, mind you, it's your choice if that's what you want, but a lot of people are not given many choices. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, I guess we are traveling on. I'm trying to follow a trail here. This is like, we see some red. Don't go through there. This is the trail. It does say caution. I have no idea where we're going to come out at, but there's lots of water sources through this trail. That's one good thing. So yeah, if anybody has any comments and thinks it's a good idea to talk about this, it's I'd like to hear from you, because it is, chronic pain is one of the most, like, it's like one of the top 3 that this MAID program is being used for. And me being a 30-year patient, I know how those medications they look down on, how they can change a person's life. They definitely did me. Like, I had a tree fall on me when I was 16. I had numerous injuries as a teenager. I was very reckless. Then I was in a major car accident at 24 that I had a woman hit me head on. What do you think, Coop? Should we go this way? Yeah, very bad car accident. I had a woman hit me head on, 70 mile an hour, and then I had a transport fully loaded hit me from behind. It completely crushed the car. And wow, this is not easy to get across. And yeah, I was pronounced dead 3 times in that accident. So I don't know what this trail is. I hope we don't get lost. It's marked off, at least, but hopefully it comes out somewhere that I recognize. It's definitely not used much, though, as I can see. But anyway, it is definitely wet in here, and I am getting my feet wet. Oh, this is definitely a hard trail, Coop. We'll keep on going. It's got to come out somewhere. Oh, jeepers. Oh, this is so wet in here. We might have to climb a hill to get out of here, bud. Well, we're still marked off here. Okay, I'm gonna go around this way. This is definitely a new trail. And it's a very wet trail. I see lots of flags up. So I'm hoping, oh, I think I see a trail, the major trail. I think we found our way out of here, Coop. Which is lucky, yeah. We are that was not a good trail, but I think we made it out, at least out to this trail. First fall. Okay, bud. This looks a little more. Ooh, that was a hard one, bud. Let's see where we are. I see a sign. I see a trail up there. There's a trail up there. I think we're gonna go straight ahead. I do have a good idea where we are. Connector Trail. We're on Trail 2. Woo! Zoom in. Goofy still acting like. We're still going. So we're gonna stay on the well-groomed trail. go through that one. So what's your opinion on chronic pain and how ignorant and how misunderstood and how judgmental it's become? They say they've learned a lot, but I can guarantee you that the people I know, because I'm a member of, I won't say the name, but blank for pain, and the people that I know who have been taken off of their meds that they've been on for 20 years have been told to take medical marijuana or Lyrica or gabapentin, or they are suffering. And that makes people use alternate ways of getting the meds that work for them. And it's just plain ignorance. If something works for you and has worked for you all this time, then why stop it? Like, it's just crazy. Okay, Coop. Come here, bud. I'm gonna probably have to put you on a collar because I think we're getting out towards the lake. Here, bud. Here. And I think we'll probably end up meeting some people that will not enjoy you being off the collar. Here. Oh, come on. There it is. Just a sec. Hold on. Stop. He just wants to go. Okay, there you go. Yeah, we're coming out towards the lake. So, I have to put him on the collar. Most people don't like the dog being off the collar over here. So at least you get to see the lake. I'll come out here a little bit and show you the lake as much as I can show you. Okay, buddy, you don't need to go down, okay? Here. So, I'm just gonna show you the lake here. I'll get you a better shot when I get up here further. Okay, bud, that was quite a hike in there. I'm sure you enjoyed it. We're going this way, okay? Yeah. Come on, dude. Very nice place to walk. I prefer to walk these trails, like the main trails, at night with a headlamp. because you get to spot the wildlife. There's a lot of deer around. You may see the odd bear. Still lake. It's a big lake. That sandbar you see over there, that's where we're going. So we got to go all the way around. How long have I been recording this? 30 minutes. I guess I'll have to put this in a video form, and I'll cut out some of the good spots. But once in a while I like to rant while I'm walking, and a friend of mine, well, not a friend, but somebody that I know was given the maid assisted end of life option, and I was like, but why? Like, you work every day, you skidoo, you go four-wheeling, you go camping. Like, he kind of lives that outdoor adventure lifestyle, hard worker. Like, he's, we're kind of in the same boat. And he told me, he said that my doctor retired and now I can't get the meds that I've been taking for 12 years. It's just, no, we're not giving you that. And now he's like seriously considering it, because to him, his life is over. He can't work. He can't do any leisure activities. He can't do anything with his kids. He basically is going to be laying around in agony, having his wife to wait on him. And that is so sad, when he's been taking medications for 12 years that have made him a very productive member of society. And they just, no reason, just, he said that his new doctor said, I wouldn't give that stuff to a cancer patient. Like, why do they make it in the first place? So it's a stigma that's been attached ever since the OxyContin scandal. And that's a whole different subject. That's a series in itself. And I'm also involved in well, I can't talk about that, so, but, everybody knows they've been sued. Anyway, here's the lake. But ever since that scandal, doctors have been terrified to prescribe any kind of opiate painkiller. And it's the patients who suffer. So Cooper is having a little bath in the lake here. So this is where everybody comes to swim. And, you know, do their water sports. Our car is way over there. So this is a beautiful lake. Coop, I'm gonna have to end this video because it's super long. So yeah, anyway, that's my rant for the week, and I'm thinking about opening a channel on that to give people, you know, a forum to tell their stories and to tell the news and anything that can help. I do actually have a couple of very good sources in the medical field. So I guess if anybody's watching this that has chronic pain or is going through some issues, if you think it's a good idea to start a channel, just comment yes. Or if you don't, comment no. And that's it. So, we are going out now. I will go as far as the bridge here to get a view of the entire lake, and then we'll shut it down. But that trail back there, we've never been through that trail, especially if I knew I was going to get my feet soaked. I never would have went there, not with sneakers on. So we're coming up on the bridge. And this gives you a view. This is the pond with all the lily pads. Yeah, I'm going to zoom in on that because it's kind of pretty. Yeah. And then I imagine Cooper's going to want to go down in there. No. So that is the lake right there. I can go it a little further and show you that lake. That's the lake. They swim in the summer and they skate in the winter. And it has all these park benches and, oh, he's gonna go down into it. See the water? Well, it's deep, but I mean it goes out, and as you can see, it's not like sharp rocks and stuff. So he said, I want to get that ball right there. I want to fetch that ball. Where that one? Where that one? Where are those ones? Somebody threw a ball. I gotta catch it. He's just cooling his hips off. Ain't you bad? Yeah. So yeah, they have picnic tables. It's a nice little park for people. So anyway, I'm gonna end the video with Cooper in the water, because he may be in here for a while. Okay.